Welcome back to my channel. Deep under the surface of the Pacific Ocean, one of the world's fastest fish is always on the move. Tuna never stop swimming. They travel thousands of kilometers every year, chasing food, escaping predators, and staying ahead of high-tech fishing boats. Some reach speeds close to 70 kilometers per hour. These fish are strong, smart, and built for the wild. But the real surprise begins after they're caught. Their journey doesn't end at sea. Tuna are pulled aboard by powerful machines, taken to giant farms, processed in high-speed factories, and packed into those little cans sitting in your kitchen. What seems simple is actually part of a massive global industry. So, what really happens between the ocean and your plate? Where does canned tuna actually come from? Stay with me. You're about to see the entire story, up close and step by step. Let's begin. Far below the surface of the Pacific Ocean, large tuna swim fast and together. They travel in schools, following warm ocean currents that lead them to food and safe breeding spots. These fish never rest. Their bodies are built for speed, some reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour. To catch them, modern fishing boats use powerful tools. Radars and sonar systems scan the water, tracking the tuna's movements. When a group is found, large nets are dropped in a circle to trap them. The nets close in slowly, pulling the fish up with care. But not all tuna are caught this way. Some fishermen still use old-school hand lines, baiting hooks and dropping them into the water one by one. This takes more time and effort, but it often brings in the best quality fish, the kind chefs and high-end markets love. After the tuna are pulled out of the ocean, there's no time to waste. The fish are packed in ice or frozen right away. This keeps them fresh and stops the meat from spoiling before the boat reaches land. Cold storage is key because any delay can affect the taste, texture, and quality of the tuna. But there's a problem with catching too many tuna in the wild. Overfishing is real. Every year, large numbers of tuna are taken out of the ocean, leaving fewer behind to grow and reproduce. To fix this, many companies now raise tuna in special ocean farms. Farming tuna isn't easy. These fish are big, fast, and need plenty of room to swim. They live in giant underwater cages with strong currents that mimic their natural habitat. They're fed a steady diet of fresh fish and grow slowly over 6 to 12 months. Once they're ready, workers use cranes to lift them out carefully, making sure the fish stay in perfect condition for processing. Once the tuna reach the factory, the pace picks up. Frozen fish arrive in large batches, and the work begins immediately. Machines unload them onto conveyor belts, where teams sort them by size, shape, and weight. Each fish is checked quickly to make sure it goes down the right line. Then, the real action starts. Massive cutting machines take over. In a matter of seconds, they remove the head, tail, and slice the body into neat fillets. No manual labor, no slow blades, everything runs like clockwork. The speed is impressive, but the accuracy is even more so. After slicing, the fillets go straight into giant steamers. They're cooked at the perfect temperature, not too much, not too little. This step keeps the tuna moist, flavorful, and ready for the next stage. After the tuna finishes steaming, it doesn't go straight to packing. First, it must cool down. Large cooling rooms or air tunnels bring the temperature down fast. This step is key. It stops the fish from overcooking and helps lock in the flavor. Without it, the meat would turn dry or rubbery. Once cooled, the cleaning process begins. Workers carefully remove the skin using simple tools. They inspect every piece for dark spots or uneven edges. Each fillet is trimmed by hand to remove anything that doesn't look right. This stage takes patience. Only clean, flawless chunks make it through. The rest are removed or reworked. Clean fillets not only look better, they taste better too. And that's what ends up in your can. Before tuna reaches your table, it passes through a strict quality check. Every piece goes through metal detectors to catch anything that shouldn't be there. Even the tiniest objects get spotted. After that, each portion is weighed with exact scales to make sure nothing is too much or too little. Then comes the decision. Should the tuna be minced or left in chunks? It depends on what kind of product is being made. Some tuna ends up shredded for spreads or salads. Others stay as whole fillets for premium cans. Once prepared, the tuna is packed, either by machines or skilled hands, into sterilized cans or glass jars. At every stage, people keep watch. They check the color, shape, and freshness. Nothing gets through unless it's perfect. This level of care helps the tuna stay safe, tasty, and ready to eat. After the tuna is packed into cans or jars, the next step adds a final layer of flavor and protection. A measured amount of oil or salty water, called brine, is poured into each container. This isn't random. The type and amount depend on the product. Oil brings out a rich, smooth flavor, while brine keeps the taste light and natural. Once filled, the cans go into a sterilization chamber. There, they're heated to high temperatures and sprayed clean to destroy bacteria and make the food safe to eat for months or even years. After sterilization, the cans are cooled down slowly so the contents stay fresh. Then, machines dry the cans completely so no moisture is left. Now, they're clean, sealed, and ready to get labeled. Once every can is sealed and sterilized, it's time for labeling. Machines apply colorful labels with product details, expiration dates, and barcodes. Each can now looks like the ones we see in stores. After labeling, the cans move down long conveyor belts into the packaging area. Workers and machines load them into sturdy cardboard boxes, stacking them carefully to avoid damage. These boxes are then placed in massive cold storage warehouses where the temperature stays low to protect the quality of the tuna. From there, trucks and cargo ships carry these boxes across cities, countries, and even continents. Whether it's a grocery store in Tokyo, New York, or London, these little cans travel far. And here's a jaw-dropping fact. One large factory can produce over 500,000 cans every single day. That's enough tuna to feed entire cities, prepared with speed, care, and world-class efficiency. So next time you open a can of tuna, remember, it's not just fish. It's the result of a journey across oceans, into high-tech factories, and through hands that work with care. Thank you for joining us on this behind-the-scenes tour. If you like this story, hit subscribe and stick around for more amazing journeys. See you in the next video.